baby, listen to me speaking. No matter what, just let it out. I'm loving all that I see.
Pop, Perswayable. What's going on, everybody? So you probably like, what is he doing? Perswayable, what you doing? All right, so first of all, I'm in my car, right? Trying to do the streams and stuff. It's really hard for me right now because I have a small house and because I'm in between jobs and trying to find my career. It's hard for me to do videos. And I wanted to do something really big for the 10,000 subs, which is crazy. That's like crazy. That's 10,001 more friends than I have in real life. But I realized that I couldn't do anything big, right? And I am not like this YouTuber that has the best sound and quality and best video. So actually, I'm holding this up by my arms. And so okay. But I wanted to come out with a video today. And this isn't anything, crazy or special in regards to, some people can have all these special effects and lights and stuff like that. I can't do any of that stuff, but what I can do is be genuine and give you a little bit more about who I am for those who want to watch, right? If you don't want to watch, then by all means, I don't blame you. But there's some things that you should know about me that I feel are important and what my ultimate mission is going to be. All right. Right now, we're starting off with Identity 5, and we have plans to continue to do multiple video games and to make a positive outreach in this world. So to tell you a little bit about myself, right before I was born, I shouldn't be laughing, but so my mom was pretty much told to give me a name because I wasn't supposed to live, right? So she gave me my name, and I lived, hey, but I had a lot of problems as a kid. And I actually could not say my name until I was 15 years old because I had so many speech problems because I couldn't hear correctly as a child. So I couldn't hear what people were saying too well. So it was hard for me to pronounce my words. When I was a teenager, a little bit younger than a teenager, around those years, I got into so much trouble between, beating people up and stealing and all that stupid stuff that my family had to move me out to a new school district. And then in 9th and 10th, around 8th and 9th grade, I was so devastated with the person that I was, right? Because I was kind of like, a bully, but I was being bullied, and I was with the wrong crowd, that I wanted to end my life. And I tried, and I didn't do a good job. I'm still here. And I want to give a shout out to Tyler LaRoche because that's my real life friend, and he saved my life. So the 10th grade happened, and I was like, man, I'm going to change. You know what I mean? Like, heck with it. Like, I don't want to be like this. Like, I got a big heart. Why do I have to act like I don't? Why do I feel so pressured to act like a jerk to people? So, I was never a high school good student. I had like a 2.1 GPA. But I became friends with everybody. I became a class clown. I was more focused on making friends and doing those sorts of things. And then after high school, I realized that I kind of like school a lot. So I went to community college for 2 years, and I got my degree. And I was like, I want to join the military. So then I tried to join, but then I got a tumor. Yeah, I got a tumor, and I was never supposed to really be able to move my shoulder again, which completely took out the military, and I got permanently disqualified from the military. I went to MEPS twice. And I went into an experimental procedure, and they were able to get the tumor out. And then I was like, oh wow, I got to do something with my life. So I decided that I wanted to change the world, and I fell in love with college and science and medicine and research, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do. So I went into undergrad, and I got my bachelor's degree in psychology, my bachelor's degree in sociology, and then I went into anatomy and physiology, and I started to get another degree in biology, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to get my master's degree in occupational therapy, and so that's what I did, and now I'm a registered occupational therapist. And so what I want to do is I want to inspire people to let them know, just keep going. I feel like on the internet, there's a lot of negative people. You are not held accountable for your actions. So the only thing that makes you stay good and stay positive, or the only thing that makes you not turn into a jerk, is your own volition, your own heart, your own soul. And I realized that it was super powerful. that I could change the physiology of somebody's body. And what I mean by that is just by being myself, I could make you smile. That's like being a magician. That's like being a real life magician. Like, I'm looking at you. I don't even know you. I'm not touching you. And I can make you smile. I'm changing your face. It's like telekinesis by being a good person. And I want to reshape and refine what positivity means. Listen, guys, positivity is not going outside in the morning, singing to butterflies and making out with trees and doing yoga and deep breathing and realizing that your life is just so peachy. No, you know what positivity is? Positivity is managing your day. Positivity is me waking up cranky until I have my coffee. Positivity is throughout the bouts of my anxiety attacks or through the bouts of moments and durations of time in life where I feel like I'm going through depression. Positivity is being able to manage it. Positivity is just being able to look at other people and say, do you need help? I'm not turning my eyes closed and I'm not turning my ears off to your needs. And what's really unfortunate is that in today's society, you have individuals who truly are cynical. They're shrouded through misery. And they want to convince you that being a good person means you're weak. And that is, but my friends, that is false. How many times have you heard somebody say, oh, I'm done being the good girl or the good guy. Every time I do it, somebody takes advantage of me. That has nothing to do with you being a good person. Bad people are taken advantage of all the time. What it means is that you don't know how to draw a clear boundary line for yourself. You may be kind to others, but you're not kind to yourself. Being positive is not always being passive. Positivity is not synonymous with passive behavior. If I have a client and an insurance agency doesn't want to cover their coverage, I have to fight for them. And when you fight, sometimes you have to be assertive. That doesn't mean you're not being positive. Positive and positivity is just fighting for what you believe in and just trying to make the world a slightly better place. In your head, you have these things called neurons. Neurons are really responsible for firing signals. We have millions of them, billions of them. When I touch your arm, your peripheral nervous system sends a signal up your arm, through your nerves up your arm, up your spinal cord. Your brain registers it and says, oh, that's touch. Goes back down the spinal cord, goes back to your arm, and it registers as a touch. That helps with neurons sending signals. Every time you act and you think, those are neurons. You have billions of them. And what's unfortunate in this world is that, like neurons, we are like them. There's billions of us. And sometimes we feel insignificant based on the quantity. But what if your neurons in your head started saying, I don't really feel like firing signals anymore? What if they decided not to work as a team? Well, that's what happens after a stroke, right? Some of those neurons no longer fire. That's why you're not able to sometimes move your arm or move your shoulder. That's why you may not be able to see correctly or talk, depending on where the stroke occurs. Neurons are no longer firing. The signals aren't being sent. But when the neurons work, we know that through neuroplasticity, through rehab, we can fix those neurons, or rather, in a better way, we can build upon the system to make the system start working again. We know that through rehab, we can build some of that back and regain function. In society, that's what you are. You're a neuron. And you don't realize that every time you spit off this positive energy and all the people that you affect, you make the organism function. And you make the organism a little bit better. So when I say I'm going to change the world, it's not whether we change the entire overall organism that comprises all of us. It means that for me, in my place in this world, as one neuron, I'm going to make sure that I'm sending the right signals to all the ones around me. Because at least I can say that I'm responsible for this part of the organism, and I'm going to do a damn well job. I'm going to make this part better, and because I changed the organism in this part, the organism is technically, even if only minimally better, I have changed the world. I hope you guys join me on that. I apologize that I have no gameplay, but I wanted to at least show you a little bit of sincerity and genuineness. I may not have the best audio. I may not have the best videos. I may have annoying jokes. I may have an annoying laugh. But I have a heart. And I can promise you that with time, we're going to make a big difference with that. Whether I'm in a big studio one day or doing a nice little video in my car. I hope you guys have a great evening. Thank you very much for supporting me. Let's change the world.